Imagine that the colors you choose to paint your home could be the key to attracting money and avoiding poverty. Yes, what you're about to discover is an ancient secret based on Buddhist teachings, where each color can open the door to abundance. Stay tuned, because in this video, I'll show you the 7 colors that will transform your financial life forever. Throughout history, colors have been powerful symbols. From spirituality to modern science, it's recognized that colors influence our emotions, productivity, and even finances. But how can you apply this to your home? Here, I bring you a list of the 7 colors you should use in your house to attract money and avoid poverty. And if you stay until the end, I'll teach you how to combine colors to amplify their effect in every space of your home. It's a promise. And as always, manifest with me in the comments. I am abundant. I am grateful for what I have. Now let's begin. 1. Green, a color that evokes the freshness of nature, the whisper of trees, and the gentle sway of grass under the sun. Every time I look at a green field, I recall the teachings of an old master at the monastery who used to say, "Green is the color of growth, and just as plants grow toward the light, we too must seek the light of abundance." In our lives, green symbolizes not only material prosperity, but also spiritual prosperity. When we speak of abundance, it's not just about filling our wallets, but about enriching our souls and hearts. In the Buddhist tradition, we understand that true wealth comes from love, generosity, and connection with others. So, when I choose green as a color for my home, I am inviting that energy of growth and vitality in every aspect of my life. Imagine a dining room painted in a soft emerald green. Each time you sit to share a meal with your loved ones, you are not only nourishing their bodies but also their spirits. Laughter echoes louder, stories flow more easily, and without realizing it, money begins to flow into your life as well. Meals shared in a vibrant setting like this can attract unexpected opportunities. Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine, a humble gardener who lived at the foot of a mountain. His life wasn't filled with material luxuries, but he always felt content. He had a small garden that he tended with dedication, full of lush green plants. One day, as he was caring for his plants, he encountered an elderly man passing by. The man stopped and asked him, "How do your plants grow so robust and healthy?" The gardener smiled and replied, "I care for them with love and patience." Every green leaf that grows is a reminder that abundance is everywhere if we know how to look. Touched by his words, the elderly man offered him a deal. "If you let me work in your garden and learn from you, I'll help you sell your crops at the market." The gardener agreed, and together, they began to harvest more than ever. The green vegetables they grew not only fed many, but also caught the attention of a local chef who decided to use their fresh ingredients in his renowned restaurant. Overnight, the gardener found himself filled with satisfaction, and he also saw how his small investment blossomed. This is the power of green. It reminds us that, just like plants that grow toward the light, we too can grow and prosper if we surround ourselves with the right energy. By painting your home with green, you not only beautify your space, but also plant the seeds of abundance in your life. Each time you step into a green room, remember the essence of prosperity and connection, and let that energy propel you forward. At the end of the day, remember that true abundance comes from within. By opening yourself to receive good things and sharing them, you invite prosperity into your life. So paint your walls green and let every corner of your home be a refuge of abundance and growth. 2. Gold. Gold, bright and majestic, has always captured the eyes and imagination of people. It's not just the color of wealth. It's the reflection of fullness and success. In ancient Buddhist teachings, gold is far more than a symbol of material wealth. It is a manifestation of inner abundance, a life filled with balance and harmony. I'm reminded of a story my teacher used to tell about a young prince who lived in a distant kingdom. Despite being surrounded by luxury, jewels, and gold, he didn't feel at peace. One day, he decided to leave his palatial life and seek answers in the Buddhist temples high in the mountains. There, he met an old wise man who, upon seeing him, led him to a simple room adorned with fine golden details. The old man said to him, "This color isn't here to remind you of the gold you left behind. Gold, young prince, is the color of wisdom, of success that comes from knowing yourself. While you may see wealth in its shine, its true power lies in what it symbolizes, a life balance between the material and the spiritual." The prince, moved by these words, began to meditate in that room. Day after day, the glow of the gold helped him focus, reminding him that success is not only something seen on the outside, but something deeply felt in the soul. In time, he returned to his kingdom, not with jewels or riches, but with a new perspective on what success truly means, living in fullness and at peace with oneself. And so, when you use gold in your home, especially in the entryway or living room, you're not just decorating a space, you're inviting the energy of success. Each time your eyes rest on those golden accents, you remind yourself that success and wealth are not only tangible but also spiritual. Painting golden details in your living room is a call to that powerful energy that attracts not only financial prosperity, but a wealth that cannot be measured in coins. A wealth found in moments of joy, deep relationships, and the wisdom you gain over time. Just as the young prince found in gold the reflection of his true wealth, you too can find in this color an invitation to reach fulfillment, both in the outer world and in your inner world. As you walk through your home and see those golden touches, let them remind you that success is always within your reach, not only in the material realm, but in the deepest part of your being. 3. Red. Red is a vibrant color, full of life. It is the color of burning fire, the heart beating with strength, the drive that pushes us to action. In Buddhist tradition, red symbolizes not only power and energy, but also the courage to face the challenges life presents. By incorporating red into your home, especially in active spaces like the kitchen, you invite the energy of movement, determination, and action. Let me tell you a story about a young monk who, filled with doubts, came to the monastery seeking answers. For months, he meditated in the temple, yet he felt something was missing in his life. One day, the temple master took him to a small corner of the monastery where there was a kitchen, painted in a vibrant shade of red. Pointing to the color, the master said, "Here, in this place of warmth and action, is where you truly begin to transform your life." Meditation is important, but without action, thoughts remain in the air, without grounding in reality. At first, the young monk didn't understand. He thought the spiritual path was only about stillness and reflection. But as he began to spend more time in the kitchen, preparing food, stoking the fire, working with his hands, he started to feel something different. The red of the walls, combined with the warmth of the fire, awakened in him an inner energy that pushed him to act, make decisions, and bring his spiritual life beyond meditation. He came to realize that the balance between reflection and action was essential for growth. The red in the kitchen represented that spark that ignited his spirit, reminding him that life is also movement, decision, and passion. Every time he cooked, he did so with intention, transforming simple ingredients into something that nourished not only the body but also the soul. When you choose red for your home, especially in the kitchen, you're not just decorating a space. You're invoking that inner strength we all possess. It's the color that drives you to take action, not to sit back and wait for opportunities, but to go out and create them. Every time you move within that red space, you'll feel the energy flowing, propelling you forward, reminding you that success and opportunities are built with determination and effort. Red, then, is not just a color. It's a daily reminder that energy resides within you, that you have the power to transform your life, to attract the opportunities you desire. Just as the young monk discovered that action is essential for growth, you too can harness the power of red to energize your days and attract the success you seek. 4. Blue. Blue, with its soothing softness and profound depth, has always been a color that inspires tranquility. It's the color of a clear sky, the endless ocean, of those vast, open spaces where time seems to stand still, inviting us to take a deep breath and find clarity. In Buddhist teachings, blue is not only a symbol of calm but also a wisdom that arises when the mind is still, allowing true insight to bloom and illuminating our path. There's an old story a wise teacher once shared about a wealthy merchant whose success, while remarkable, came at the cost of his peace. Though he had accumulated substantial wealth, he was constantly anxious, gripped by fears of making the wrong financial choices. Every investment decision filled him with doubt, and each venture seemed to rob him of his inner calm. Seeking relief, he eventually decided to journey to the mountains in search of answers and found himself at the humble home of a monk who lived a simple life surrounded by nature. The monk welcomed him with quiet warmth and invited him into his small cabin, which was painted in soft shades of blue. The merchant was struck by the serenity of the place. It seemed as though the very walls breathed calm. After a while, the monk offered him a cup of tea and said, "The water in this tea reflects your mind. When it's agitated, clarity is lost, but when it's calm, you can see everything just as it is." The merchant was puzzled and asked how he could possibly achieve that kind of calm in his hectic life, filled with decisions and pressures. The monk then gestured toward the vast sky outside, stretching endlessly in every direction, and invited the merchant to sit and simply observe it. Just as the sky remained serene, even as clouds come and go, our minds too can find peace. The clouds of worry may pass, but they need not disturb our inner stillness. The monk explained that this quiet wisdom is at the heart of decision-making, and that clarity doesn't come from accumulating more money or information, but from cultivating a mind that can see beyond immediate fears and distractions. Gradually, the merchant began to understand that his approach to life needed a shift. True insight didn't stem from frantic calculations or constant striving, but from a mind at rest. In the weeks that followed, he practiced observing his thoughts and letting his mind settle, realizing that as his mental state quieted, his decisions became clearer and more accurate. His financial choices, made from a place of calm, led to growth, not only in wealth but also in his sense of well-being. He had found that inner clarity brought a profound tranquility that extended to all aspects of his life. When you incorporate blue into your home, especially in places where clarity is needed, such as your office or bedroom, it brings that essential calm. Blue creates a serene environment, helping to quiet the mind so you can think clearly and effectively. It becomes more than a beautiful color. It transforms the space into a haven where your worries can dissipate and your thoughts can settle, creating an atmosphere where solutions come easily and insight is natural. So, when you look at those blue walls, remember that what you're creating is not only a sense of calm, but also the clarity you need to make wise, balanced decisions. Blue, like the vastness of the sky, reminds us that even in turbulent times, there is a space of peace and wisdom within. Just as the merchant found peace in the blue of the sky, you too can invite financial peace and mental clarity into your life. Not only to make better choices, but to live with less stress, more balance, and a heart at ease. 5. Yellow. Yellow is the color of the sun, the life-giving source that brightens our days and fills us with energy. It's a color that, since ancient times, has been associated with joy, creativity, and the spark of new ideas. In Buddhist teachings, yellow also symbolizes the path of wisdom and optimism, a mind that, shining like the sun, attracts opportunities and economic growth. Let me tell you the story of a young craftsman who lived in a small village. Although he was talented, he always saw the negative side of things. His projects wouldn't progress, and his workshop was filled with unused tools because he never believed his ideas were good enough. One day, while walking in the countryside, he encountered a Buddhist master painting a yellow mandala. Intrigued, the young man asked why he had chosen that color. The master smiled and said, "Yellow is the color of awakening, of creativity that arises when the heart is filled with optimism. When one fills their life with this light, everything seems possible. The clouds of doubt disperse, and the sun of opportunities shines." Inspired by these words, the young man decided to try something different. Upon returning to his workshop, he painted one of his walls a vibrant yellow, hoping this change might spark the inspiration he so desperately needed. What happened next was almost magical. Every morning, as he entered his workshop and saw the yellow illuminating the room, something ignited within him. He began to work with renewed enthusiasm. His hands moved more freely, and ideas flowed like never before. Over time, his business flourished, not only because he had improved his technique, but because he had changed his mindset. Yellow, that color that now surrounded him, had filled him with optimism and showed him that, with the right attitude, any dream can become a reality. When you choose yellow to paint a creative room or your workspace, you're not just adding color to your surroundings. You're inviting happiness and an open mind that can see new opportunities where once there were only obstacles. It's the color that reminds you that, even when challenges arise, there is always a new dawn, a new idea waiting to be born. Yellow stimulates not only creativity, but also hope. In a yellow-painted space, ideas flow more easily, and solutions to problems seem closer. It's a reminder that with optimism and joy, you can transform any situation and attract new opportunities for economic growth. Just like the young craftsman who changed his perspective and, in doing so, changed his life. 6. Orange. Orange is a vibrant, warm color that merges the passionate energy of red with the optimism and brightness of yellow. This striking combination symbolizes vitality, joy, and an inviting warmth that simply can't go unnoticed. In Buddhist teachings, orange is more than a bright hue. It represents balance, wisdom gained through connection, and a harmonious blending of energies through meaningful interactions. This color is often associated with deep, lasting success in relationships, both personal and professional, as well as economic opportunities that are strengthened by sincere connections with others. I'm reminded of a story about a merchant named Ananda, who owned a small shop nestled in the heart of a lively town. Although Ananda's products were of good quality, he struggled to attract new customers, and his business seemed stagnant despite his dedication. The shop, though functional, was dark and didn't give off the warm welcome he wished it could. Frustrated and unsure how to change his fortunes, Ananda sought the guidance of a Buddhist master who was known for his wisdom. One day, as Ananda was arranging his goods in the dimly lit shop, he noticed the master passing by. Seizing the opportunity, he invited the master in and shared his woes. The master listened quietly, then, after a thoughtful pause, he suggested a simple yet surprising solution. "Paint your shop's walls orange," he advised. Perplexed, Ananda asked how a mere color change could make any difference. The master smiled and explained, "Orange is a color of invitation and connection. Just as the glow of a sunset invites us to pause and reflect, orange draws people in and invites them to stay a while. Your business will thrive not only because of the products you sell, but because of the relationships you nurture with those who come through your door." Intrigued by this insight, Ananda decided to follow the master's advice. He purchased orange paint and, over the next few days, transformed his shop's dark walls into a radiant, warm orange. The difference was immediate. The shop looked bright and lively, and Ananda could feel a subtle yet powerful shift in the atmosphere. Within days, his shop began to draw attention. People who would normally walk by stopped to admire the inviting color, some stepping in out of curiosity. As customers entered, Ananda greeted them warmly, and soon his shop wasn't just a place to buy goods. It became a space where people lingered, shared stories, and built connections. With these conversations came new opportunities. Customers began recommending his shop to others, and word of his warm, welcoming store spread. Orange had not only brought life to his business, but it also helped him build a network of loyal customers and meaningful relationships. Over time, Ananda's shop became a gathering place, known for its friendly ambience as much as for its high-quality products. The transformation wasn't just in his sales, which steadily grew, but in the sense of community that blossomed. He discovered that success wasn't only about the transactions made, but about the relationships and connections he built. The orange walls had become a quiet but powerful catalyst for prosperity. filling his business with warmth and inviting success to flow in naturally. When you choose orange for spaces like your living room or common areas, you're doing more than adding a bold color to your walls. You're setting the stage for relationships to grow. Orange encourages open communication, genuine connection, and these interactions often become the foundation for lasting success, both in business and in personal life. It's a color that invites collaboration, sparks teamwork, and fosters bonds that enrich your life. Such connections can be a gateway to new financial opportunities and create a vibrant energy that keeps the space feeling alive and inviting. Just as Ananda discovered the magic of orange, you too can harness its energy to attract success in your personal and professional relationships. It's about creating an environment that encourages people to feel welcome, connected, and open to sharing. After all, the most prosperous businesses and fulfilling relationships are built not solely on financial transactions, but on foundations of trust, loyalty, and mutual support. And orange, with its warm, inviting glow, is a color that can silently but powerfully spark the kind of success that is shared, sincere, and deeply rewarding. 7. White. White, often associated with purity and simplicity, also embodies the spirit of new beginnings, a blank page waiting to be filled. In Buddhist teachings, white represents mental clarity, the purification of energies, and the chance for both spiritual and material rebirth. This color, while seemingly plain, holds remarkable power. In a clear, uncluttered space, energy can flow freely without obstacles. According to Buddhist wisdom, this uninterrupted flow of energy is essential for attracting new opportunities and unlocking hidden potential. There's a story of a young woman named Hannah who lived in a small, cozy home filled with memories and sentimental items that had accumulated over the years. Although her home was comforting and familiar, she often felt an unshakable sense of stagnation. Despite her efforts, her career remained unfulfilling, and her personal life seemed locked in place. It was as though an invisible cloud lingered over her, preventing progress. One day, feeling the weight of this stillness, she sought guidance and decided to visit a Buddhist monastery. Upon arriving, Hannah met an elderly monk who welcomed her with a calm, gentle presence. She poured out her concerns, sharing her sense of being stuck in life. The monk listened intently, then paused thoughtfully before leading her to a small, serene room. Everything in the room, the walls, ceiling, and floor, was painted in a bright, radiant white. The space felt light, almost as if it were weightless, and Hannah immediately noticed a feeling of liberation, as if she could finally breathe deeply and freely. The monk then said, "White is the color of purity and new beginnings. It represents a space where anything can emerge, just like this room. Sometimes we need to clear out our lives to make room for fresh possibilities." He explained that, much like a cluttered room restricts movement, a cluttered life restricts energy and opportunities. To create a new path, he advised, one must make space for the unknown to take root and grow. Inspired by these words, Hannah returned home and resolved to make a change. She began by gently letting go of objects and memories that no longer served her. With each item she released, she felt lighter, as though she was shedding layers of a past that no longer defined her. Eventually, she decided to paint her hallway in a small room in her home a clean, pure white, hoping to invite the same sense of openness she had felt in the monk's room. As she painted, Hannah noticed an unexpected shift within herself. Each stroke of white felt like a fresh start, and the walls, now glowing in white, reflected light that seemed to fill her heart with a sense of hope and clarity. The more she painted, the more she felt she was transforming her life, creating an environment that mirrored the lightness and potential she wished to cultivate within herself. In the months that followed, Hannah began to notice changes. New opportunities began to appear at work, bringing a sense of excitement she hadn't felt in years. Her personal life began to flourish, with old friendships rekindling and new connections forming. The simple act of cleansing her space and introducing white had allowed stagnant energy to flow once again, creating an environment ripe for growth and renewal. When you choose to use white in your own home, especially in areas like hallways or smaller rooms where you seek a sense of openness, you're not merely adding color. You're fostering a space where energy can circulate freely, supporting growth and rebirth. White is more than just a shade. It's an invitation to clarity, to letting go of what no longer serves you, and to embracing fresh beginnings. In a clean, open space, ideas flow more easily, obstacles feel lighter, and opportunities can find their way to you, as if life itself were a blank page waiting to be written with success and prosperity. So, if you feel like something in your life is blocked or stalled, consider the power of white. By introducing this color into your environment, you may find, just as Hannah did, that this simple change can be the catalyst you need to clear the way for new opportunities and move forward into a future filled with potential and possibilities. White creates a canvas upon which you can write the next chapter of your life, drawing in the light of new beginnings and the limitless promise of what's to come. How to combine colors in your home to enhance their effect. One of the most important keys in Buddhist teachings is balance, the harmony between energies. Just as in life we need a balance between work and rest, colors, when strategically combined, can amplify their effects to attract prosperity, success, and new opportunities. Imagine each color as a musical note. Playing a single note repeatedly may sound good for a while, but eventually it becomes monotonous. In contrast, when you combine different notes harmoniously, you create a melody that resonates deeply. The same applies to colors. It's not just about painting each room a single shade, but finding the perfect combination that allows energies to flow freely, without excesses or deficiencies. Let me tell you the story of a wise man who lived in a small house full of light and positive energy. This man, who had traveled to many lands, learned the art of combining colors to balance the energies in his home and attract abundance. In his living room, you could see a subtle touch of gold standing out among neutral-toned walls like white and beige. This gold wasn't everywhere, but its presence in details like mirror frames or small decorations attracted the energy of success. The wise man explained that gold, when used sparingly, amplifies the energy of red, which was prominent in his kitchen. Red, as we know, is a powerful color full of action, but when used excessively, it can create tension. Therefore, he paired red with small touches of blue in the more active areas. Blue softened red's energy, creating a perfect balance between action and mental clarity. In his bedroom, he used white, creating a space where rest and renewal were possible. But he also placed green cushions on his bed, connecting his resting space with the energy of growth and prosperity. The combination of white and green helped clear his mind as he slept, while also reminding him that abundance is constantly growing. His hallways, the transit areas of his home, were painted white with small orange accents, inviting relationships and positive energies to flow throughout the house. The orange and white tones allowed everyone who entered his home to feel a warm, open welcome, while the white ensured that energy did not stagnate. If you want to apply this wisdom in your own space, keep the following tips in mind. In the living room, combine orange with hints of gold. Orange fosters successful relationships, while gold attracts success and prosperity. In the kitchen, use red to activate the energy of the place, but balance it with blue or white accents to maintain calm in such an active space. In the bedroom, white as a base on the walls, accompanied by green or blue accents, is ideal for attracting peace and financial growth while you rest. In hallways, white is a great choice for maintaining a free flow of energy, combined with vibrant accents like orange or yellow to keep the energy high. Remember, balance is key. By consciously combining colors, you're not just decorating your home. You're creating a space where energy flows, and with it, the opportunities to prosper in all areas of your life. Just like the wise man who learned to blend colors for his success, you too can transform your home into a magnet for abundance, clarity, and success. The colors you choose for your home have a profound impact on the energies you attract into your life. Each of these 7 colors will not only enhance the atmosphere of your home, but also help attract the energies of prosperity, and financial success. Apply these colors consciously, and you'll see how your surroundings begin to work in your favor. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more teachings like this, and remember, if you align your energy with the universe, anything is possible. See you in the next video.